Stop copying me.
Why is this guy here? Oh, he's right there.
This guy's too early, dude. Look at this fucking pile of junk.
It's all dirty, too.
It's dirty and gross.
Look at that door handle. You can see the grime around it.
Oh, gosh, dang it. Single. And it's like probably be less expensive than servicing that thing. I don't know, maybe.
Service that thing. Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're having a good day, whatever time of day it is by you. Yeah, we're at the shop today. We got Ryan down here because we were going to be tinkering with his little drift toy, but I broke my drift toy. So, I mentioned it in one of my last videos. I don't, at this point in time, it's not uploaded yet, but I exploded my clutch after the last drift day. If you watched that video, you would have at some point heard me say that the car is vibrating pretty gnarly. I thought it was the tires delaminating because they were delaminated. But no, it turns out that the clutch disc decided to, you know, cowabunga dude and head on out. So it's pretty bad. Like
this, what we call this is the disc has left the chat. This is exactly what that is.
And if you'll notice, some of these fingers are not level with the other because there's so much material packed in here from the clutch that, like, let me get some zoom in on there. You can see clutch materials all up in all these holes. So the car was still driving fine other than the crazy vibration. So it was a long drive home doing like 45 from the drift track, but that's all right. It made it nonetheless. And I even came in the next day because I thought it was like a hot spot or something. So I was even clutch kicking it around the neighborhood at the shop here, and it was still doing just fine. So I think this is just a dud because I'm a part of a few drift pages with the E36 guys, and everybody said this is still the go-to clutch. It's a Grip Force is the seller / manufacturer. It is the FX Stage 2. So yeah. Didn't really know.
At least you didn't grenade like a $2,000 clutch.
Yeah. We're gonna slap this together really quick. I just kind of wanted to save it for this video to show you guys because essentially I don't want to say we're just fixing the drift cars from the last event because his isn't broken. We're just changing some stuff on his. Yeah. But so I just got a new clutch here. Same one. I did some more digging, reached out some more. So this one is the 6-puck version instead. Dude, this freaking roof like keeps on leaking on me. But yeah, so we got the same one, new flywheel, new pressure plate. So there's a few hot spots, but you know, it's cheap to buy the whole kit. So we got the pucked version, super easy. I've gone over this before when I was doing the car. Like I had the transmission out by myself in an hour, but I'm a little guy, I'm a little tired, so I don't. So
he called in the muscle.
Yeah. So it was like, well, shoot. Well, actually, I also got stuck on a Veloster yesterday doing the downpipe, so I didn't get the chance to do it yesterday. So we had this plan for today anyway. I was like, hey, before we throw your car up, I need you to help me really quick. So I'm gonna just toss the transmission up, and then
look, it's just garage shop things is what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're hanging out.
Yeah, it's it's a nice drizzly, rainy day like you guys saw pulling in. So we're just gonna enjoy the weather and just tinker on some drift cars. So let's get started.
Hot injection plastic.
Pretty sure it's 25 foot-pounds for the pressure plate.
Okay.
Feels like I've done this before, huh?
It's, yeah, like you're experienced. I like that. I know, dude. Aren't I so fancy? Dude, you should have seen the HKS ones I wanted to buy. Couldn't justify it.
How much were they?
They were like 40, 50 bucks. These were 20 bucks. These were $14, so.
The Blitzy boys?
Yep. Next time I go, I'll get you a set. They're cheap. Oh, good thing we cleaned it.
Yeah, right?
Woo.
That's probably leftover clutch dust.
Probably ought to do it again, to be honest. Probably ought to just give her one more. One thing you guys don't know about me, we're going to do this on the exhaust too, on the titanium. You clean everything, clean it all, dude.
Yeah.
Give her a nice, good clean. See, we even got some of that black shit off there too.
It's like, it's not even hot spots, it's just clutch.
It's just clutch dust.
Yeah, that just happen to get smushed at those
Yeah, look at
times.
that. So, good thing we did that. Pretty much ready to go.
I'm trying to be the next Ken Gucci, even though I'm white.
Yeah, white King Gucci.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be the next. I don't know. I was gonna think of something.
Actually, I lied because you know what the motivational thing is. I'm gonna be the first ChrisSadowski, not the next somebody else.
What?
I know a lot of you guys that watch my channel aren't necessarily BMW guys, but if you're popping in to say hello or check out the channel, I just want to throw in a quick note that the Germans made this more difficult than it needs to be. So, normal clutch disc, right? This way, because the gearbox is where you guys are. BMW. The raised side goes towards the engine on these cars for some reason, at least with the single mass flywheel conversion. So, in this case, it sits like that. Something like that.
There we go.
So I learned that lesson the last time because when it's backwards, the transmission doesn't go in. And if you somehow manage to break something and squeeze it together, it's obviously not going to work. So if you didn't find the info on the internet already, here you go. Words.
What an informative guy he is.
Attention to detail.
Yes.
Insertion. I don't know. What do you guys think? Looks pretty centered.
Send it.
Yeah, because this guy, the issue is, well, you can even see the slop in there.
Yeah.
So I have to like hold it like this and then start snugging them down. So looks like it's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and send it home. 25 foot-pounds for the torque spec. Yes, I do torque these. Blue Loctite as well because you don't want one backing out on you.
That's the last thing you want backing out, to be honest.
Yeah. Especially the flywheel. Definitely
Yeah.
torque and Blue Loctite the flywheel.
Yep.
We even double-checked it, even though I didn't change it because I didn't have a
we
new...
still did retorque it. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't have a new pilot bearing. So
It's one of those things where, like, there's certain things you double check. Wheels. I always double torque.
Oh yeah, especially
always-
in between sessions.
Yes,
like-
I always even like during racing, like I would always double torque. Things like this that move, always torque. You know, brakes, brake lines, anything. You just make sure that they're attached correctly.
He knows what he's talking about. He raced for 15
Yeah,
years.
like dude, like it was funny. Like I never really worked on the cars, but I always would double check the wheels because the last thing you want to do is be like on track and you're like, I don't know what that wobble
I'm like
is.
paranoid because I see all the reels of dudes
Yeah.
drifting and their wheels fall off.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Here we go.
That was good.
Got a youth fountain on the radio. Got a 6-puck in.
Woo!
Should be good.
Should be ready to rip.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's manhandle this transmission.
Ooh.
Manhandle a tranny.
Yeah. That's what I'm into. All right. Let me know. No fucking way. Are you shitting me?
I'm good at what I do.
No fucking way, dude. The first try. I've got it.
Yeah.
The first fucking try? No shot, dude. No fucking shot. I am fucking flabbergasted. There is no way that just happened.
I'm good at what I do, mijo.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've put a lot of trannies in cars before. That has never happened to me.
You think you got the touch?
What the just happened? Slid right in, dude.
Yeah. Not too bad, huh?
That is unreal. I'm telling you guys right now, I've put a lot of transmissions in cars before. I have never had them just slide right in like that. That is unreal. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
no, we
ridiculous.
got pretty lucky.
Oh my god, I've never had that happen, dude.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm gonna finish bolting this stuff up really quick, and then I'll just time lapse you guys so you can see we're piecing this together. Because my car isn't the star of the show. There's a JZX outside.
But you know, they're equally cool. Like
They both go sideways. But yours makes cool noises.
Mine makes cool noises, but you're better at driving this than I am at mine. So
only for like 2 more events.
okay, maybe. All right, fair enough. But dude, I cannot believe that went right in. That's just my mind. That's blowing my mind right now.
Well, it's all back up. About an hour in total, so really not looking bad. I did forget the heat shield. I just didn't feel like putting it on right now. And I'm sure, if this happens again soon, if this clutch lasts 2 events, I'll have this all back off anyway. So maybe just leave it off for now. But we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower this thing down. I got to hook the battery back up because I was wiring in some interior neons from the last video when we made the e-brake extension. Oh, and I have my bicycle grip, so I can put that on and show you guys really quick. Auto expose. No. There we go. Okay, so the clutch works, just drove it out, and we're about to bring the JZX in. But this boy,
Whatever.
it's been a whole week and he ain't fixed the battery problem yet.
You know what? Why fix it when I can just jump it? You know? Why
Oh.
fix it when I can jump it?
I don't know, I mean, call me old school, but I like my car to just start.
Usually I do too, but you know. We'll start. Put the jump box on it. So let's get a couple before and after clips, and then before clips, and then we'll get the after clips after the exhaust is on. So
We got the side skirts off.
she
and
looks
she's
rather
up.
grandma carish without the side skirts,
Yeah,
too.
I know. Between the taillights and no side skirts.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. But this boy's gonna do his little sponsor me video.
Hey, look, man. They're gonna send me a part, like I'm not gonna say no, kind of thing. Plus, the exhaust on this is kind of jank. It's like Ebisu spec. You'll see when we get in the air. It's pretty. It needed some love, dude. To be completely
Well, this
honest.
was the tow truck driver, right?
Yeah. So it wasn't like that when it came. The tow truck guy like yanks it off and just scrapes the whole bottom of the exhaust. But you'll see when we get under there, like some of the welds are pretty.
Yeah.
They're not velocity race fab spec.
Not yet. I mean, we were gonna build something, and then his guy at MAP hit him up and was like, "Yo, Tomei," and I don't blame him. Who turns down free 80s?
Yeah, a free Tomei. Who's gonna turn that down? You know.
Yeah.
It's like,
But we're about to see the first underside shot of this car because he hasn't seen it either. So, yeah.
no, I haven't seen it at all.
We're about to see if this thing's a crust nugget or if it's pretty solid. So we did already see where the rear lift arms go. It's like bent up pretty bad, but other than that, so far so good. Just a lot of rubber inside the side skirts.
I'm quite surprised.
Yeah.
All right, to be completely honest, this is the first time I've seen under the car. And I'm not going to lie, this thing's actually really, really nice. Like, for a car that sat at Ebisu, like, there's not a lot of rust. Like Chris was saying in his video, like, these are kind of smacked up a little bit.
Got a lot of fancy arms back
Which
here.
explains to me, like, probably the car
Sway
high
bar.
side or something, and they
Nice
synced it on.
coils.
But otherwise, dude, like,
Solid diff
this
mounts.
thing
Like,
is freaking nice, dude.
nice.
I'm
We saw the
actually
rear end
surprised
stuff
how
before,
good this
but
is.
this is, first time getting to really look at it.
Yeah, this is
This
pleasantly
exhaust is
surprised
massive. This
here,
is
dude.
like, it's definitely 4-inch. Like, you can definitely stick your whole fist in there.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, let's install a Tomei.
Before we get to Tomei on, I really want to throw one more shout out to MAP and Charlie over.
Boy, getting some B-roll. This thing looks spiffy. Tomei is definitely nice.
It's just different, dude.
Yeah, I just tease it a lot on like the 370s because at least those are the ones that I'm familiar with. They break a lot because they don't weld them. They just autogenously do it.
So one of the things they tell you too is like a lot of people when they put these on, they use solid mounts.
Yeah.
And that's why the welds break. And usually if you do like a rubber mount, they last fine. I've
Yeah.
never had a problem. I've had 3 of these. So
Yeah, so what I mean by it's not actually welded, just so you guys can know, if you guys ever want one or just if you're curious. So you see how these welds look right here? They're very, very flat, almost sunken in with no difference in bead profile as compared to this guy right here where you can see the individual dabs. You can see that that's, somebody was ending and starting their weld joint right there. So this one is welded on. These are autogenous, and that means that there's no filler rod in here. And that makes it like, it's still purged, but it's just not as strong. So with titanium, it's more susceptible to heat cycling, like stainless, just even more so. So that's what he means, is the heat cycling is a light killer, but the vibration is what actually makes these welds fail from running more solid, hanger mounts. But yeah, no, they're definitely works of art. I don't know how they make them so cheap either. Like, because they use the pie cuts, I'd imagine they just use straight material and they do that. But even then, you got to imagine this is probably 9 foot of titanium.
Yeah.
At minimum, like at my cost, if I went through Tycon, that's going to be probably around $600 in titanium.
And then not to mention your time and then welding titanium.
Yeah, the muffler, like who knows how much, what the packing is in there, like the hanger rod, like it's expensive stuff, these flanges. But granted, they're a multi-million-dollar company, so they probably have.
I think that's where they cut their costs, is they're able to bang them out. I think the thing is with these and why I like it so much, and I have 3 of these now. So like, the thing I like about them is they're no nonsense. They're easy to install. As long as you do the normal rubber mounts, I've never had one fail. They all sound amazing.
Yeah.
Like this exhaust on an inline 6 is by far one of the best sounding exhausts you can put on a car. I'll be real surprised if this doesn't sound amazing on this car.
And let's be honest, the turbo is what's going to make this thing sound immaculate. Like the straight 6 engines in general, other than the BMWs, because they just have like a raspiness to them. I don't know why. But the straight 6 like iron block motors, like the JZs, the RBs, all that stuff, they just sound that I can't. You know what I'm talking about? That note. But the Tomei just I can't use words. I don't know English.
You're struggling today, yeah.
I know what the word is that I'm thinking of. I just don't know what exacerbates or like makes greater the noise.
I like to say that it just sings a little bit better. You know? It's got a little singy to it.
Yeah, it's so good. So we're gonna throw this on really quick, and yeah, let him. I keep stealing all of his content, so we're just hanging.
Steal away.
I'm just gonna be I'll lend a hand and make sure I get my fingerprints all over the titanium.
Yeah, and then we'll clean them off.
Yeah.
God, this thing is gross. This guy's a double vlogger. All right, so first start with the Tomai. Let's see what she sounds like. That's so much deeper.
And that is so much more.
So much deeper, so much more turbo sound in it.
Damn, that thing sounds badass.
Dude, that thing sounds sick.
I was like washing the car, I'm like, hold up.
Incredible. Well, I don't know. I got another buddy coming by with a Miata really quick to help him slap some rear coils on because he just went through some surgery recently and his arm's not working like it should, so I'm going to help him out. But BMW's back on the road. JZX sounds even better than it did before. Pretty productive day. Not too mad. Alright guys, nothing else really ended up happening the rest of the day, so it's like 2 days later now. I just got back from work, and yeah, we got a cat now apparently, so yeah, nothing crazy going on. I'm just working on a Civic with a cage right now, so I'm going to film the latter half of that because right now I'm just trying to figure it out, but yeah, I kind of want to show you guys the process. I think it might be a decent video because I think it's a weld-it-yourself cage that apparently kind of is popular, and I don't know if that's good or bad. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you want to subscribe and hang out with me some more. I do have Velocity Race Hub t-shirts if you want to support me. I will be working on a new winter one, like a Christmassy something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, do what you love. Forget about the rest. Thanks for spending some time with me on your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.